Okay, guys, so let me tell you, Bora Bora was honestly the trip of my dreams. I went solo because you know me, I love that freedom to just explore, flirt with adventure, and see where the night, or the waves, take me. And let me tell you, Bora Bora did not disappoint. I'm giving you my top 5 things I did while I was there. But honestly, narrowing it down to 5 was torture. Like Bora Bora is basically heaven with cocktails. So picture this. I wake up in one of those overwater bungalows, and I'm instantly torn between rolling back into the giant cozy bed or jumping into the crystal clear lagoon below me. And yes, I jumped, hair all wild, bikini on, and I swear the fish were already flirting with me. One of the absolute highlights for me was a lagoon tour. I booked a small group boat trip, and we cruised around the island with the bluest water I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's that kind of blue you think has to be photoshopped. The crew was playing music, everyone had drinks in hand, and then they were like, all right, time to swim with sharks and stingrays. And me, being me, I'm like, oh yeah, totally, I'm brave. But inside I'm freaking out. Cut to me in the water, squealing, literally holding hands with this Australian guy I just met 5 minutes earlier. The stingrays were so soft, like velvet, and the sharks were actually super chill. I felt like I was living in some tropical action movie, easily top 5 experience of my whole life. Then, one night, I wanted to see what Bora Bora was like after dark. Because yes, Bora Bora is dreamy in the day, but don't let anyone tell you it's boring at night. I headed to Bloody Mary's, which is the spot everyone talks about. You walk in, and the floor is literally sand, like barefoot dining vibes, super relaxed but also buzzing with energy. The food? Fresh seafood that tastes like it was caught just for me. I went with the grilled mahi-mahi and coconut rice, and oh my god, my taste buds were basically making out with me. But the real fun was after dinner. Everyone was at the bar, drinking tropical cocktails, laughing, dancing a little. I met this couple from New York who convinced me to try a Bloody Mary because, duh, it's the name of the place. We ended up making a whole night out of it, swapping travel stories, me teaching them a ridiculous dance move I probably invented on the spot. By the end of the night, I was like, okay, Bora Bora nightlife might not be Vegas, but she knows how to charm. Another must-do for me was renting a paddleboard and just exploring. There's something so sexy about standing tall on a board, bikini on, sun kissing your skin, and just gliding across water that's clearer than a swimming pool. I paddled out far enough that I could see the outline of Mount Otamanu, and honestly, it felt like the mountain was flirting back with me. Every time I wobbled, I laughed at myself, but I never fell. Thank you, balance gods. At one point, I just laid down on the board, let the current carry me, and thought, yep, this is the kind of peace I want bottled up forever. Now, I have to tell you about the sunset cruise. Oh my goodness. I put on this little white dress that made me feel like I was in a music video, grabbed a glass of champagne, and just soaked it all in. The boat glided over the lagoon while the sky turned pink, then orange, then deep purple. And you know I couldn't resist chatting with the crew. They were Polynesian locals with the warmest smiles, telling me about island life, singing along to live ukulele music. This same group of people dance at one of the resorts. At one point, the captain let me steer the boat for a few minutes, and of course I yelled, "Captain Piper on duty." Everyone laughed, and I swear, it felt like the whole world slowed down just for me. That sunset, wow, it's one of those moments that's going to play in my head forever. And for my final top thing, snorkeling at coral gardens. If you ever go, promise me you'll do this. I slipped into the water, mask on, and suddenly, I was in another universe. Neon fish everywhere, coral in every color you can imagine, and sunlight streaming down through the water like I was in some magical disco. At one point, a little school of fish followed me around like I was their queen. I popped up out of the water laughing like, okay, this is officially my royal court. And the best part? When I got back on the boat, hair dripping everywhere, the guide handed me fresh pineapple, and it was the juiciest, sweetest thing ever. Nothing compares to eating fruit after swimming all morning. It was basically dessert, straight from the ocean. Bora Bora has this way of making you forget the rest of the world exists. It's romantic, yes, but it's also perfect for a solo trip, because you end up falling in love with yourself in the middle of paradise. And you better believe I'll be back, probably in another bikini, definitely ready for another cocktail, and maybe with a few new stories to tell.